Hi everyone, I'm Miss Maddie, and today I'm with Miss Franklin. To start off, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little sleepy. It's around 6 in the morning over here, but
Yeah, I heard you're calling from Hawaii.
I am.
That's
Uh,
a trip.
where are you?
I'm in Connecticut right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've been to Connecticut. It's a really nice place.
I've been to Hawaii. It's much nicer.
So, I know that you teach online,
Uh-huh.
obviously. Um, is it, have you been in another online school before, or did you teach in public school before you moved to American high school?
No, this is actually the first school I've taught in. It's also the first online school I've taught in, so it's a really neat and different experience from anything that I was prepared to do.
Oh, that's interesting. Um,
hmm
did you teach online on purpose, or did you originally want to teach like in a regular school?
Well, I had planned originally on teaching in a physical school, but with the way that I travel, I move around a lot. And because my dad is in the Navy, and so I try to stay close to my family.
Right,
So it helps a lot to be able to just pick up and go and still have, that school that I teach at.
right. I'm military as well. My parents are Army, so I
Oh,
totally
great.
understand. That's exactly why I'm in online school right now.
hmm
Um, do you think that it would be easier teaching online or harder, like more difficult than teaching in a regular school?
I think there are some things that are easier. Obviously, you can contact students a lot more easily and you can have one-on-one discussions with them at any time.
Right,
So if there's outside of school hours, if they need to meet, it's a lot easier to get together to do that. But there are things like obviously you can't sit down and like actually work with them on something. And
right.
that's a little more difficult.
So, what subjects do you teach? You teach social studies, right?
Yeah, I teach U.S. history, U.S. government, 8th and 7th grade civics, and it's kind of like a middle school version of government and introduction to computers.
Oh wow, I
Yeah.
actually took a computer classes too when I was in eighth grade, so that's awesome.
Oh, really?
hmm
That's great.
Um, so before I wasn't sure if I should refer to you as Miss or Mrs. Franklin. Are you?
Miss.
You're a Miss, okay. And I'm also assuming you don't have any kids yet.
No, no children, not yet.
So, were you originally wanting to be a teacher like in college, or kind of did you like study something else and started like migrating toward teaching?
Yeah, I went to school originally for a bachelor's in Asian studies, and I was planning on teaching Japanese children in Japan English. Um, but it didn't pan out because the timing was just wrong. And so what I wound up doing was going back for my master's degree in political science because that was another track that I was really interested in for a career. And so this just sort of happened after that.
Right.
It's a very interesting stage in my life.
I see. That's awesome, though. I think
Yeah.
that's really cool. Um, so obviously, teaching online and teaching in general must be hard work. Is there anything that you like to do for fun, like as a hobby?
I love reading. I actually just went to the library the other day to pick up a bunch of books. So that's one of my big hobbies. Another is just crashing with Netflix. Like, I love to just binge watch shows.
That's awesome. Um, what is one of your favorite shows on Netflix?
Oh gosh, I really, and this is gonna sound silly, but I really love the Great British Baking Show, and
Oh, I've seen that one.
it's so good. It's like just a bunch of British people getting together and baking, and they do like this contest, and
Yeah.
it's the weirdest thing, but it's really like calming. So after like a long day, it's nice to just kick back and watch people bake.
Exactly. Well, I mean, it's and then you can learn too. So,
Yeah, exactly.
so when you were younger, what was your favorite subject in school? Was
I
it
have
social
to
studies
say
or?
it was probably a tie between social studies and art
Okay.
because my social studies teachers were so fantastic. They were so engaged in the subject and they really enjoyed it. And I think that is probably one of the most important things about teaching is actually enjoying what you're teaching, and the students can see that and they can get that from you, and if you're enjoying it, they're more likely to enjoy it.
Right. I bet that your experience teaching before is like an inspiration for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, it really is. Like, I try to, whenever I'm dealing with something that I'm not really sure how to get past, I try to call on those experiences.
Right. So, I'm pretty sure those are all my questions.
Okay,
Thank you so much for answering them and for taking the time to talk to me.
absolutely.
And I'll talk to you again next time.
Okay, thank you so
So,
much.
bye.
Bye bye.